So we stopped at this mini mart to get some gas, and there were some very friendly people in there. The checkout guy asked us if we were twins, first
Yep.
of all.
Asked
That's
us
the-
twice if we were twins.
Yep. And then he said, he looked at both of us and he looked at Chris and said, so you're the drinker. And then he looked at me and said, I'm the smoker.
Like, not a drop of cigarette or smoking in your life.
He says, you're the drinker, you're the smoker. Am I right? And we're like, no. I'm like vegan, vegetarian, and she's healthy too. I can't believe it's the funniest thing.
I'm like, I don't even look like I drink.
I know.
People, and you can tell people like she looked like a smoker.
Yeah,
she looked rough.
Yeah, it was funny because she looked, she looked a nice lady, but
they're both very nice.
I mean, I would have guessed that he was a young guy who looked like he probably drank. I mean, I don't know how you can
he's
tell,
in college.
but he looked like he was maybe
school.
yeah. But so that was the highlight of our trip so far. We're like
hardcore.
Yeah, hardcore. But it's cold here.
Oh, it's really cold.
I don't know where we're at, but we're getting whatever town this is,
just,
but it is cold. Well, this morning we had high grade accommodations. Yeah, high grade. I told my sister we needed to do an Airbnb, and nope. She said, "Oh, I got a great deal at a Motel 6. I should have known better." It's disgusting. It's disgusting. She's like, "Oh, no, it's not that bad. Look at this place.
Look at it.
It's disgusting. Look at all this. This is old, disgusting." And then I mean, look at. So you come in here, and I made the mistake of turning on the fan. Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's dead now. Oh, no, it's alive. Oh. Oh. It's like being in the horror house. House of horror. A house of horror. I can't even speak this morning. This is terrible. Now, so one of these days I'm going to get my sister to stay in an Airbnb. We had one for 28 or 38 bucks. A lovely little cottage, double, 2 twin beds. And they give you all these. So anyway, we're going to be hitting the road. It's a beautiful sunny day. And I did want to share real quickly. This morning I got up and one of my devotions was about being the light. And, we forget that all of us are called. Each and every one of us has a purpose in God's kingdom. And it's so important to remember that. We are to be his light. We are not to put, a light cannot be hidden on a hilltop, right? It cannot be put, like a shade cannot be put on it. You can't hide a light. And I just think it's so fitting for where I'm going and the start of my new life as a missionary, and that my light's not going to be hidden. I think as I look back in my journey that, of course, Satan has tried to snuff out my light. Of course, from the very beginning. He doesn't like it that I have a YouTube channel. He doesn't like it that I am witnessing. He doesn't like it that people are responding. He doesn't like it that God brings people here, that there's fellowship, that people are finding God, that people are being saved, that people are reconnecting with God, that people are really finding out what the real Jesus is all about. And they're finding hope and joy again. And they're also finding that no matter what their circumstances are, that it's going to be okay if they have Jesus, no matter what. Just the other day I received an email from a lovely woman who had such similar circumstances to mine. She lost her home, she lost her husband, she lost everything. And she was, I forget where she was staying, but she didn't have a home, homeless. When people talk about homeless, they think, oh, you're out on the streets. Homeless means you don't have a home. I don't have a home. Technically, I am homeless. I mean, we got the RVs, but they're not livable. So, what do? Well, that's exactly was her situation. So she was homeless, but she said, I have found your videos and they have given me such encouragement and the inspirement and they give me hope. And I believe that hope, obviously all the glory goes to God because it is God who is my hope giver, my life sustainer, and he has given me my life back. He has given me great hope. And therefore, I'm going to light up and I'm going to be that beacon and I'm going to share because other people really need to know the power of Jesus Christ. They need to know that you can be you can you can be blessed in any circumstance and that God's got it under control. Don't ever think that he's looking down and thinking, "Oh, I didn't know that, you know, she was going to lose her home. I didn't know she was going to lose her job. I didn't know her husband was going to cheat on her. I didn't know that, her dog was going to die." God knows all of it, and he's right there waiting for you to reach out to him. So that's my message this morning. And Mario is good. I called my brother last night. I said, "Did you feed Mario? Did you?" And he's like, "No, he's fine. He's fine." But I kept going out to the car last night, and I kept thinking Mario was in the car. So I already miss him. And it's just the nature that I can't bring him because the pole behind that I'm living in, Mario's had enough of the RVs. He really is a homestead dog. He loves the Brian's home with the yard and he can chase the chipmunks. He's got a doggy door and he's got all of the basement to spread out in. And, he's just not having living in a small space anymore. And I know he loves me and he wants to be by me and dogs can be just about anywhere. But I see how well he's doing. I get that. And you know what? We have to remember dogs and cats, yes, they have a place in our heart, but God is still number one. And if God calls you, you may have to leave. Yeah. So that's a great way to start our day. We're going to pray and then we're going to go. And then we'll be in Wildwood this afternoon. And then you'll get to see where I'm living. Yeah. I'm like the gypsy. Like a gypsy.
You're a traveling Wilbury.
I'm a traveling Wilbury. I'll be a traveling missionary.
That's right.
All right. I know people have lots of questions about the missionary program and Mario and all that, but we'll sit down and talk. Maybe once I get established, I can do a live show, a Friday night date night, right? Just with you guys. All right. Prayers. We need prayers. And can't, with the comments, I'm sorry if I can't respond to all the comments right now. I love the comments and I love interacting with you guys, but when there's so much going on in my life, I don't really get to spend time answering many of the comments. In fact, sometimes there's just no comments being answered, and I hope you understand that. But I do try to check in and read them. I really do. And I always read my emails, so remember that. All right. We got to leave the high accommodations of Motel 6. You know what? This is the second time I got skunked at Motel 6.